Hail, bird of prey. 5. Hail, Karuga. Kapla. Kapla.
I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Karuga. That's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember to tip your waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
If you come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. If you're here to make war, we surrender.
Both good. The important thing is I'm meeting new people.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a piecework factory. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. And that means you're going to make a profit.
Look at these 3 words written larger than the rest, with a special pride never written before or since. Tall words, proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Esri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Bird O' Prey 5 channel. Hail Karoga.
Hello world, it's Bird O' Prey 5. Kapla, and welcome to Bed Life for Friday, September 29th, 2023, aka JediBill's birthday. Happy 51st birthday to our friend JediBill. You know him from Insomniac Soup and karaoke streams, horror, Western cinema, and all types of movies. The one, the only JediBill from Tucson, Arizona, or how some people pronounce it, Tucson, Arizona, not Tucson, Arizona. Bill, this is for you, and I want everybody to know that if it was not Bill's birthday today, more than likely I would not be streaming right now. It has been a very rough day here in Bayside. I'll get into it in a minute, but I had to stream for Bill for his birthday, at the very least to wish him a happy birthday personally, and to be honest, that is about the least I can do, so that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, if it wasn't Bill's birthday, if it wasn't a special day today, I would have easily skipped today and told you guys to see you on Monday. So happy birthday, JediBill. This is for you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear JediBill. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Yay. And Bill, the only reason Mama Pray isn't singing right now is because Mama Pray is busy fighting the floods. The New York City is seeing more rain today than we've seen since the last hurricane. since Hurricane Ida. Actually, probably more rain than since Hurricane Ida. And if anybody who's watching the news is probably seeing pictures of NYC underwater, and I can tell you, yeah, it's pretty rough over here. And my basement is unfortunately one of those places that tends to flood when there's too much rain. And Mamo Prey has been valiantly fighting the flood waters literally since we woke up this morning. And here's Mamo Prey. Because what, Mamo Prey? Oh, the pump we had ordered. Mamo Prey, we had false sense of security. I had ordered a submersible pump that claimed it could pump out flood water, it would prevent flooding. And Mamo Prey was all happy. She had it set up. It was supposed to turn on automatically in 1/8 of an inch of water. And today was the day it was finally going to be tested. And it was a massive fail. A massive fail. It was worse than having no pump at all. Much worse. It actually was spraying water. Instead of pumping water away, it was spraying water all over the place. Forget it. Happy birthday, Bill. Happy birthday. I hope, and Mom will praise up here now and wishing you a happy birthday. We hope you have a much better day than we had. And JediBill, you did not. JediBill with a $5 super chat on his own birthday to me, saying, Kapla, Berto, pay 5. Bill, if I could refund it, I will. You know that. Thank you so much. Happy birthday to JediBill. And John Araki with a 99-cent super sticker, super poop, super chat. Thank you, JediBill, John Araki. And JediBill with his 30-month Friend of Karoga membership says, thank you, everyone, for all the birthday wishes. And LDG with a gifted membership that went to Joe Lau. Thank you, LDG. And of course, none of these are showing up again, but I remembered how to fix it from last time. If I refresh the page, now let's check. We get, does it work now? I hit refresh on the alert box, and it works.
Indications
John
negative at this
Araki
time.
super chat came through, and JediBill's 30-month Friend of Karoga has come through, and JediBill's $5 super chat. And JediBill got Kissing Dax. JediBill got Kissing Dax, a birthday miracle for JediBill and for all of us. Thank you, JediBill. Thank you to Kissing Dax on JediBill's fine birthday, this very rainy New York Friday. Last Son of K was first in the chat today, says TBIF, Kapla Bird and the Opraise. I hope you're all well. Well enough, not as dry as we would all like to be, at least not. It's one of those rainy days. Last Son of K says, happy birthday to JediBill. Absolutely. And last Son of K says, a human being died today, which is somewhat sad, but see as it was.
Oh, yeah.
And 205 donated $2.49 and also got Kissing Dax. It says clothing optional pool party at Birds right after the stream. I don't know about clothing optional pool party, but Mama for mandated clothing. As for last son of K's, a fat crap Democratic senator from California. Not much. Listen, a human being died today. She had family, I suppose, and friends, I'm assuming. And I feel a certain amount of sadness when any human being that isn't like literally Hitler dies, or worse than Hitler. I don't know how we know who's worse these days. It's hard to know, but I'm just saying that, you know what, for everybody. I even feel bad. Somebody, I assume Hitler probably had nieces and nephews that I probably looked up to him or something. And, I feel bad for them. It's okay. It's okay. John Araki with $1 super chat. Thank you, John Araki. Looking for the kissing Dax, I guess. But God, it's a fake. So you know what? I still feel bad. I'm sorry for somebody, but yeah. Richie Poole says 2 Vicks. Applaud Richie, and JediBill says thank you to Last Son Okay, and hello to Richie Poole. Captain Fandom Nerd says hello. Hello, Captain. And I lost the thing. And Mamo Pray, I believe the food is outside. A lot quicker than expected. It's fine. Don't worry about mine. Captain Phantom Nurse says hello. JediBill says Kapla, Brother Warrior, Birdo Play 5. And hail Karoga. Hail Karoga. And happy birthday again. JediBill says hello. Captain Phantom Nerd says hello to Bill and happy 51st, 51 years of age. JediBill doesn't look a day over 45. Honestly, Bill, more hair. JediBill has more hair on his head at 51 than I had at 18. And I had a lot of hair on my head at 12. Okay, at 12 to 15, my hair was thicker than thick. You couldn't slice it with a knife. It took a jackhammer to cut through my hair. Never thought it would be gone oh so quickly. But congrats, Bill. We're gonna figure out how your hair works, and we're gonna monetize it somehow. Go to the glory of the empire. Captain Phantom Nerd says hello to JediBill and happy 51st. Last on the case says you're quite welcome, JediBill. And hello to Captain Phantom Nerd. And Richie Poole says last on a K. Captain Phantom Nerd says hello. And of course, he says hashtag hail on Hiroga. Richie Poole says JediBill, happy birthday, fellow Arizona inhabitant. That's right, Richie Poole is another Arizonan. And Richie Poole puts in Mamo Pray, Sisso Pray, Nephew O Pray, and the Sassy emojis. JediBill says thank you to Richie. And Richie says, Bird of Prey 5, your awesome weapons will be very effective against us. Ricky Pools is early, O'Prey. Not really early. Gorilla's Random Thought says Kapla, Gorilla. 47 Yorktown says happy birthday, Jedi Bill. Hello, young sir. Thank you. Jedi Bill says hello to Gorilla's Random Thoughts. Schwario says Bird of Prey 5, Kapla Bird. Hope you and the family are doing well today. Thank you, Schwario. A bit wet, but otherwise we're managing. Jedi Bill hailing to 47 Yorktown. And Hakeem says, hey, Bird, hope you are feeling better today. Truth be told, Hakeem, this so far has been the low point of the week, but you know what? There's good to be said in that, because it means the rest of the week wasn't all that bad. Gorilla's Random Thoughts says hey to Bill. Hakeem says hey to Jedi Bill as well. Jedi Bill says hello back. Schwario says, excuse me, doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. Schwario says, from now on, it's going to be under one roof. We, the people. Dan Ben says here. Welcome, Dan Ben. Schwario is putting in the Twitter bird, or a bird, another couple, 3 birds, 4 birds in total from Schwario. Yvette says, good evening, Bird and everyone. Good evening to the lovely Yvette. Dan Ben says, is Dax your favorite character from Deep Space Nine? No. She is my favorite lesbian character from any Star Trek. You know, when she's kissing that other woman, that passion, that just the brilliant performance that she gives is one of, if not the best performances she gives in all of Trek. But favorite character? No, my, that's all. You know, it's a very hard question. What's my favorite character from Deep Space Nine? Probably Captain Sisko, Worf, Garrick. There's a lot of, well, even Odo. There are a lot of choices. Quark. I could argue quite a bit. Miles O'Brien. They're all great. They're all great characters. I mean, maybe not all of them are great, but there's a lot of great characters on Deep Space Nine. Words and Pictures says, Kapla Bird of Prey 5. Good to be here. Good to hear you. Sorry to hear life's tough for you. Well, Words and Pictures, it's nothing new, obviously. My life has been tough with me since I started my YouTube career. It's just the way things are. Life's tough for everybody. So no worries about that. Dan Ben has got some celebrating going on. Schwario's Bird of Prey. My birthday is the 14th of next month, the 14th of October. Remind me, please, Schwario. October is a very busy month. A very busy month for me. All months are busy months, but October is busy. And then November, of course, is my birthday month. John Araki says, is La Casa Bird flooded? Well, La basement of La Casa Bird is flooded, yes. The basement of the Alamo has flooded, and I'm the Alamo. Mr. Lundell's Groovy Movie says, Kapla, bat left to Jedi Bill. No, Mr. Lundell, not on his birthday. Oh, as a gift. Bat left to Jedi Bill as a gift. Well, that's very nice of you. Are you sending your bat left to Jedi Bill as a birthday gift. I remember the first time I ordered a batleth, the UPS guy was really curious as to what the fuck it was. And Mom O'Prey got the door because I was still living. My first batleth, I was still living at home. And Mom O'Prey, I remember Mom O'Prey telling me about the UPS guy. Do you remember that, Mom O'Prey? No. You told me about what it was, and I had to explain what it was to the UPS guy. And he said, "Oh, Star Trek." And I guess he knew. He knew. I mean, this was back Flatland's 10th. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this was a long time ago. A long time ago. He knew what it was, or at least he pretended to. Words and Pictures says, happy birthday to JediBill. Jim's Landscape LLC says, hair, bird, and chat. I assume hail, bird, and chat. That makes more sense. Thank you. Thank you, and hail to you, Jim's Landscape LLC. And Jim's Landscapes puts out the link to his repair to video. JediBill says, "Oh no, I'm so sorry." No, don't be sorry. Do not be sorry at all, JediBill. Captain Finity is in the house with a shot. Thank you, or at least a drink. Thank you, Captain Finity. Yvette says, "Poor Mom O'Prey." That's what I feel most bad for, is Mom O'Prey on a day like today. I can't help her. We get calls from family. They can't help her. I mean, they mean well. I know they would if they could, but they can't get here because the roads are closed. And if they were, they have their own homes and things to take care of on a day like today, because the whole area, the whole of New York, New Jersey, Long Island, the whole area is dealing with flood waters. Sis O'Prey and Nephew O'Prey, knock wood, are fine. They don't have an issue, but a lot of other people do. Captain Finity says, "Kapla, Bird O'Prey, kapla, Captain Finity." Richie Poole says, "Bird O'Prey 5, stop being so selfish and send some of that rain my way here in Arizona." Richie Poole, I wish we could. I've often said we should have built a whole bunch of pipelines that would let us transfer fresh water from the parts of the country that have too much fresh water to the parts of the country that need it. Dan Ben says, "Is kissing Dax the only girl-on-girl kissing in Star Trek?" No, well, this the only real girl-on-girl kissing, Dan Ben, in good Star Trek. I mean, since in Discovery, there was some God knows what type of kissing. I wouldn't quite call it girl on girl, but there, even in Deep Space Nine, in the Mirror universe, there was a kiss between Kira, the intendant Kira, Mirror Kira, and Mirror Esri, but it wasn't. It was like a fake kiss. It was like a they tried to make it look like a mouth to mouth kiss, but it was a peck on the cheek, or a peck on the lips, and there was clearly no fluid exchange. Unlike kissing Dax, which we can bring up, and we should. Let's go ahead and bring up kissing Dax. You can see quite clearly that was a real open mouth, fluid exchanged kiss. Those actors were top of their game. They spared no expense on proving to me that that was a passionate kiss. And unlike the kiss that happens in the last season between the intendant and Ezri Dax, it doesn't even hold a candle. Doesn't even hold a candle. I tried to edit the kisses together to make some sort of super kiss loop, but the truth is, they can't even be edited together. It's like a high school, like maybe even junior high play level kiss, where the most attractive woman in school, girl in school, is cast as Juliet, and some ugly dude is cast as Romeo, and that's not a believable kiss. That's how bad the kiss is. So yeah, it's the only believable girl on girl kiss in Star Trek. The Random Menace is greetings from the future. Greetings, future man, current dad. Hope all is well with you and the loved ones. Plural. John Aragi's bird is already naked. That's why he's not on camera. You know what? You're not incorrect. It's mostly, partially. Jim's Landscape LLC says, hail Pete, damn it. Random Menace says, Dan Ben, there was a kiss between Ezri and Kira, yeah. Jim's Landscape says, hail Captain Nerd. Last on the case is, sorry I had to step out, had to step a bit. Good evening, Yvette, and hello to the chat. Richie Poole says, I am lobbying for a new kissing Kira Ezri super chat. Richie Poole, it's just not worth it. I've tried. I've got it. It doesn't hold a candle. It doesn't hold a candle. Gorilla says, wait, who died? Senator Feinstein, Senator Dianne Feinstein. Dan Ben says, today in the UK, a school coach overturned a schoolgirl and bus driver both died. And recently in London, a schoolgirl was stabbed to death. Yeah, we were talking about Senator Feinstein as the person who died. John Aragi says, Bird should add the tag dude in a skirt super chat for Deej and Salty. Kyle Cullen gives a live long and prosper. Live long and prosper, Kyle. And Jim says, hail to Gorilla. Dan Ben says, a lot of people in UK were upset as someone vandalized, cut down a 300-year-old tree at Hadrian's wall. The tree did appear in Kevin Costner's 1991 blockbuster film, Robin Hood, the Prince of Thieves. Oh my God. He cut down a tree that appeared in the movie. I honestly, I feel terrible. You can't replace it. A 300-year-old tree can't be replaced. JP says the only good performance was the Lesbo lip lock. Would rather see them scissor, though. It was the 90s, JP's. This is the best we could get. Gorilla says any answer other than Wayun is wrong. Dan Ben says Random Menace, I remember that now. JP says okay to Gorilla. Gorilla says Feinstein died. I'll be respectful and just be quiet. Right. That's, you know, you got nothing good to say nothing. Hakeem says it's easier to pick a bad character of DS9 like Kira or Miles's wife. Kira's not a bad character. Kira's a great character. Keiko, you know what? You're right. Keiko easily the weakest adult character on Deep Space. In fact, the weakest character. I think she's clearly weaker than Jake. Certainly weaker than Nog. So Keiko, the weakest character to appear on DS9, bar none. I mean, who could be weaker? Morn? Everybody loves Morn. There's no other character that appears more than one or two episodes. There's no other named character. Last on the case is Gorilla. I said my quick thought on her earlier. That's all I need to say. I'm not overly cruel of the dead. Anti-derivative Jills is Kapla listening while driving. Lol. It's okay, Anti-derivative Jill. Just drive safely. Gorilla says, I'll be quiet, so I stay respectful. Absolutely. Last on the case is hail to Anti-derivative Jill. Great stream earlier and drive safe. Yeah, congrats. Another very good stream. Unfortunately, other than to go in and give my like, I missed the vast majority of the stream, but congrats. JediBill says hello to Anti-derivative Jill. Hakeem says the rain was coming down so much until the sidewalk. The sidewalks were flooded. They were here. Miss Lindell's Ruby Movie says they got serious with that kiss. They absolutely did. And Anti-derivative Jill says hi to the last son of M. Thanks. Oh, she's driving. She can't be typing in names. The Travelers is Vertebrae 5. Greetings, birds, salty turds, and nerds. Greetings, traveler. And Anti-derivative Jill is deleting quite a bit of comments. I'm guessing because she's trying to drive. Please drive safe. Last on the case says, it's okay, Jill, no problem. Schwario says, kissing Dax, oh my. And the Traveler puts in a whole bunch of custom emojis, my face, the Futurama, Mamo Pray, Sassy, Sisso Pray, Nephew Pray, and an alpaca. And JP says, Julia. I don't know. Richie Poole says, shut up, Wesley. Gorilla's Random Thoughts says, hey, Bill, if I miss your stream tonight, happy birthday. Anti-derivative Jill says, hey to Bill. Stanley says, you have one where they say hold candles. You have one where they, oh, no, what? Holding candles. The Traveler says, Vertebrae 5, dear God, put on some clothes, man, before going on camera. I'm not going on camera. And I'm not naked. Not technically. Stanley says, Debbie does Dallas. Indeed, she does. So I've heard. The last on the case is shut up, Wesley. JP says, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, best movie ever. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, or Robin Hood, Men in Tights? Stanley says, that's why they tried to always have Keiko away on Bejor doing botanical stuff. Remember that episode where Keiko gets she gets infested by a pah wraith, possessed Keiko gets possessed by a pare and is actually more manageable, oh shit. I'm able to enjoy her more as a pare than as the normal Keiko. And Richie Poole, with his 13-month membership as a friend of Karoga, uses it to say happy birthday to Jedi Bill. Happy birthday, Bill, from Richie Poole. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, so Keiko, more interesting as a pare than as her usual self. Random Menace's Keiko was great. Stop being Cinnabon. Dan Ben says, yeah, that Robin Hood film had the Bryan Adams song, which was in the music chart for ages. Well, the Men in Tights, Robin Hood had Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle, before he was all famous as Achu. JP says Keiko is horrible. Any episode with her in it was so depressing. Miles should have found himself a nice ginger. I'm wondering what that ensign, what was it, Title Bomb was that he ended up marrying in the when the Defiant crashed in the past and they created the whole new society. Miles was the last one to give up hope, but he couldn't get back to his terrible family. He couldn't get back to his terrible wife. So he finally married an ensign and had babies, had multiple babies. A man of Miles's age still had a few babies to have. And then the Molly name went down the O'Brien line. He renamed new kids after his old kids. Last on the case is I definitely helped Bryan Adams' song, Everything I Do It For You, become a big hit. Miss Lindell's Groovy Movie says, a lot of you would say Jake was a weak character, probably because you don't like kids on Star Trek. You know, I would have said early Jake, you know, season 1, season 2 Jake was a weak character, maybe, but certainly by the end of the series, he was not weak. But yeah, the reason why I would say it was because I really don't like kids. But why don't I like kids on Star Trek? Because they're not in Starfleet. And for the most part, Star Trek is about Starfleet officers. You know, and for, you know, Wesley Crusher kind of ruined the whole kids on a Starfleet thing. But Jake Sisko undid. Jake Sisko made it cool again. So Jake Sisko, twice as good as Wesley Crusher was bad. Dan Ben says, yeah, didn't they base Morn on the Cheers character Norm? Yes. Yes, they did. The Travelers was Bird of Prey 5. Norm was the best character. Assuming Norm, just a guy who wants his drinks and spend time with his friends. The Travelers was Jedi Bill. How's your PC fund going? GoFundMe. Yes. Actually, it's a great thing to bring up. Please, guys, go wish. If you're going to wish Jedi Bill a little bit of a happy birthday, you can send him a few bucks at his GoFundMe for the PC. He's trying to get a new PC set up. It'll help him do his streams. So if you have any money to pass on, or you want to send Bill a little bit of a happy birthday, you can do so at the GoFundMe, which I just which I just put in the chat. Thank you, the Traveler, for reminding me. Richie Pools is my favorite DS9 character. Is Lita for two very good reasons. Just kidding. My real favorite is Cisco. Yes, but Lita is a very close second. Yes, Mama Pray. You're going back down to fight the water. Thank you, Mama Pray. Okay, could I get a bag of stuff? What,
Yes.
just leave it here. Yeah. Okay. Dan Ben says, yeah, the Stewie Griffin version of everything I do it for you. Okay, I don't remember that. Last on the case is Jake was okay at the start of DS9, but he grew to be at least good, if not great character by the end. I think he was certainly a solid. I don't know if I would say he was great. I think he was written in as a bit of an afterthought. I mean, he had some great episodes, but like, I don't know. Valiant, I think he could have done more better on Valiant. Mark Krause says Vertebrae 5, go on cam naked and see how many people keep watching. And that way you can figure out if you could make cash with an OnlyFans account. No, thank you. Okay. JP's is lol infested by the pirate. Yes. Stanley's is or when she gets turned into a little girl. That was TNG, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, I had to choose something. Random Menace says, I am naked under my clothes. You'd be surprised how many people are. Mark Rouse says, happy birthday to Jedi Bill. Stanley says, and that was the second time. Was Keiko one of the people turned into kids in the TNG episode? When was Keiko turned into a kid in DS9? Jedi Bill says, thank you to Richie Poole and Mark Rowell. Last on a K. Last son of K says, yes, Stanley, Picard, Guinan, Keiko, and Ro. That's the only time I remember it. Daniel's Hot Topic says, hi, Bird, and happy birthday to Jedi Bill. Thank you, Daniel, to say that. Jedi Bill also says thank you to Daniel. John Araki says, Worf took down Troy, Dax, and got elbow deep in Keiko. Savage, ruthless. Jedi Bill says, thank you so much to Words and Pictures. Oh my God. I'm just realizing what you said there, John Araki. Troy and Dax and got elbow deep into Keiko. Wow. That is one sick way of putting it. Dan Ben says they were not kids on Enterprise. John Araki says Jake Sisko was a terrible journalist. He must be working for CNN. The Travelers is Bird of Prey 5. Damn, everyone hates Wesley Crusher. He's not a likable character. Sorry, Traveler. Although the Travelers seem to like him. Stanley says Norm just wanted to spend his time away from his wife. Lol. Last on the case is John Araki. Well, Worf did help Keiko deliver Molly, so maybe he did wind up elbow deep. That's what I assumed you meant by elbow deep in Keiko. Although, to be fair, generally when a woman gives natural birth, the doctor doesn't have to penetrate the woman to get the baby. The baby's already out. The baby is already out. Dan Benz in Star Trek Discovery, Morn species doesn't have hair. Yes, they do. Richie Pools is Vertebrae 5. Shame on you. Kids are awesome. Derek, Charlie, Olivia, all great additions to the human race. There might be great additions to the human race. It doesn't mean I want TV shows about them. Although I would watch. Last on the case is damn autocorrect. Low specs Linux laptop is in the house. Applaud low specs Linux laptop. Dan Benz is the Family Guy thing. It's one of the times the TV show does an entire music video. Last on the case is not always to Richie Poole. I seem to remember an individual named Adolf. Definitely not a great addition to the human race. But it makes for interesting times. Stanley says, right, it was TNG, thinking it also happened DS9 for some reason. Dan Benz, the TNG episode Rascals, Picard, Guinan, Ro, and Keiko experience trouble aboard their shuttlecraft and transport back the Enterprise as 12-year-old children. Then later the Ferengi take over the ship. And Picard has to pretend Riker is his dad. Hey, number one. Oh, I mean my number one dad. And the stupid Ferengi believe it. Miss Lindell's Groovy Movie says, I'm simply indifferent when it comes to Wesley. Jake was interesting because of his friendship with Nog. And also because of his being raised by the Cisco. Richie Pools is last on the K. I'm glad you went with Adolf instead of Diane as your example. Last on the case is a man named LDI comes to mind as well, Richie Poole. I don't know about that. So I noticed today, I wasn't expecting it, but apparently on Amazon Prime Video today or yesterday, I don't know, very recently was released a spin-off to The Boys called Gen V. GENV as in Victor, or V as in the Roman numeral for 5. Gen V. And all I knew about it was that it's in a spin-off of The Boys. 3 episodes dropped today, and then there'll be 1 episode a week for the rest of the season. Holy shit, it's like another Boys. It's not, okay, it's not this isn't a cartoon. Somebody mentioned that there'd be an animated series. I don't know if that's still coming. This is full live action with actors and whatnot. It takes place in the Boys universe. It's about kids, young adults going to a college for soups that, Vought Industries runs this college, and the whole bureaucracy, the whole corporate bullshit bureaucracy that runs Vought Industries also runs college. And there's 3 episodes dropped, and sure, it's got me interested. For somebody who didn't know what The Boys was about, it's one of the very few shows on Amazon that I'm actually interested in seeing, and I tell you, these 3 episodes certainly got me interested in this season of Gen V. Where it goes, I hope they tie it in well with the boys, but it certainly has uh, its own story. That's fine. It's a bit more diverse, I guess, than the boys, for sure, but not in a sickening way. I mean, it was perfectly, I was able to watch it. It didn't feel woke. I don't even know if it technically is. See, a lot of the boys, people claim, oh, it's woke. It's not, though, because they're kind of making fun of it. They're making fun of that type of shit. Um, this isn't so much making fun of it. I mean, yes, it's a very diverse cast. And yes, one of the soups has the strange superpower. I don't understand how it's a superpower, but one of their superpowers is they can change gender on command, I guess, or as needed. I get one moment, and it's 2 different actors. It's not that it's one actor that's playing a woman and a guy. No, it's 2 completely separate actors. It has to be. I mean, like one guy, like the guy version looks to be a foot taller than the woman version. So I'm sure they're 2 separate actors. Um, and yeah, I mean, that's kind of a weird thing. But other than that, it's certainly interesting show and not woke. And oh, but if you're not into the boys' level of violence and sexual innuendo or just plain sexual imagery, yeah, you don't want to watch this, because this is just as much, if not more, of the boys. But yeah, so I give a thumbs up to Gen V. Uh, suggest anybody who's a boys fan check it out. Um, Miss Lundell's Groovy Movies says Gen V has Bird's seal of approval. It does. And Hakeem says the animated boys episodes weren't that good. Okay, so I never watched the animated episodes because, yeah, for whatever reason that I didn't care about. But this series, definitely give it a thumbs up so far. Well, let's head on over to the browser and see today's September 29th holidays. National Coffee Day. Well, that's Mama Pray would like that. It's National Starbucks Day. Sounds like they just stole National Coffee Day. It's also Sukkot, a Jewish holiday known as the Feast of Booths. If you say so, I've never heard of it. AFL Grand Final Friday. It's Aussie madness as national footy crazed fans celebrate their most popular sporting event. Oi! AFL Grand Friday Final in Australia. It's Confucius Day as well. Learn about the great history of the great sage and how he is celebrated. It's German Sandwich Day. Oh my God. An item of both beautiful and delicious in its simplicity, the butterbroth. I thought that was yesterday. International Day of Awareness of Food Loss and Waste. By raising awareness, let us all work together to reduce food loss and waste. No, because all you're going to do is force people to eat food they don't want to eat. International Happy Goose Day. Oh my God, maybe don't eat so much goose and there wouldn't be so much waste. Warm up the oven, sharpen your knives, and get ready to carve some succulent goose meat. Oh, that's terrible. Sassy, would you eat goose? Yeah, Sassy would eat the goose. It's Michael Moss. Do you think angels are awesome? Get ready to celebrate a special day in their honor. So instead of Christmas, it's Michaelmas. Wow. Mid-Autumn Festival. We know what you're thinking. Why does the Mid-Autumn Festival take place in late summer? I wasn't thinking that, but it is a good. It's not summer. It's autumn, but it's not mid-autumn. Mid-Autumn Moon Festival. National Biscotti Day. Dry and crunchy, dipped or dunked, biscotti is enjoyed and celebrated in many ways. National Brave Day. Who runs the world? Women do. That's what it says on National Brave Day. So women run the world. So let's okay. That's fine. So please stop blaming men. National Police Remembrance Day. Be ready to celebrate this day right here with us by honoring all police officers, even the bad ones. Now, they didn't say it that way, but they make it clear to say all police officers. So that would mean even the bad ones. National Silent Movie Day. Be ready to watch as many silent movies as possible on this special day. No thanks. Save the Koala Day. Oi! It's also Save the Koala Day. The adorable koalas, they need your help. Support, oh, not support. Sport Purple for Platelets Day. Get involved on Sport Purple for Platelets Day. Don't, Sport Purple, raise money and show your support. VFW Day, for, I assume, veterans of foreign wars. Join us as we celebrate the beloved heroes of America. Oh, also World Heart Day. Every year, over 17 million people die from heart disease. And I'm assuming they want to get that number down. And world's biggest coffee morning. Enjoy your favorite beverage and make a difference by helping raise money for people facing cancer. Oh, they snuck that right in there, didn't they? Okay. Quite a few interesting holidays today. Richie Pools' Rascals is one of the worst episodes of TNG. Last on the case is I said my piece about her, Richie. I refuse to be continually cruel of the dead. Miss Lindell says Gen V as Bird Seal of Approval. I thought I read that already. Hakeem says the anime. I read that for sure. I guess I'm way behind. The Random Menace says, I am glad they are completely separate actors. If they were only partially separate, it would be weird. The random Gorilla's Random Thoughts says, wait, there's titties. I might have to watch this. Not a lot. Actually, I don't know if there was, Gorilla. There was certainly some man meat. You know, even a little bit is too much. There was certainly man meat. I don't remember. I don't know if there were kitties. JP's says the piece about what? The piece about what? When I get my goose, I'm always happy. Dan Ben says I like the wafer chicken meat in a sandwich. Gorilla says, how does that make a goose happy? Miranda Menace says geese are so effing tasty. Really? I guess I never had good goose. JP says, yeah, but they are greasy like a 2-bit hood rat. Oh my God. 54.5 Axis Radio says German sandwich day. An emoji. Dan Ben says, I eat chicken, beef, lamb, and pork. The logo for cancer, but with checks on it. Miss Lundell says silent movies are cool. JP says too many damn days. Too many days. The Random Menace says geese are so tasty. If you tried it, you would forget about the stupid turkey in a heartbeat. 7 types of meat on a turkey, and they all taste like crap compared to ducks and geese. I don't know about that, Random Menace. Maybe you've just had bad turkey. Dan Ben says, yeah, the cancer logo is the same but pink. The Traveler says, whose is out? What is ought? Turn? Autumn? What is autumn, the Traveler? Come on. Fall. JP says, the Brandon Menace, turkey stuffed with goose, stuffed with a chicken, stuffed with quail. Oh, God. Dan Ben doesn't like the smell of coffee. Last in the case is koalas in the rain. No F's given. Koalas in the rain. Koala. Cody Guy. Hey, Cody Guy. International Hard Day is every day, I hope, says the Random Menace. Not so much. Not these days. JP says the Random Menace, all dropped in a deep fryer. The Travelers of Bird of Prey, we don't get any term days here. Only days with fire and days without fire. Well, you're the one who lives in Southern California. Gorilla's Random Thoughts says, now you've talked me out of watching. I'm sorry. The Random Menace is JP's, you made a poultry nesting doll. Indeed. Okay. Wordle time. And somebody, today, September 29th, put in a 5-letter word, and I'm going to try and do it. But I also will need to go silent for a couple minutes, but I am going to work on Wordle. So make of what that you will. I'll be back to talking in a couple minutes. I know there's no audio. I'm sorry. I said I had to go silent for a couple minutes. Be another couple minutes. Okay, sorry about that, guys. We got it. We got it in 3. Yes, it took a little help. I'll be honest. It took a little help. I probably wouldn't have got it without some help from the audience. But whatever. We did it. We did it. The Travelers was Bird of Prey 5. Am I the only one who notices that Bird will add an R sound to random words? I don't know what you're talking about, so probably. JP says, who don't like Diddy? I don't know. Everybody likes that. Mr. Lundell says an arrest has been made in the 1996 shooting of Tupac. Is that serious? JP's was telling me about the no audio, but I thought I had told that to people. JP says you can't arrest a corpse, to Mr. Lundell. Schwario says Bird of Prey 5. Why is there only one puzzle a day? This is why people can't keep playing more puzzles. They want, because of the way the game is made, Schwario. Every day is one puzzle, and only one puzzle per day. It doesn't let you. I guess if you change the date, on your computer, you could play future days, but the whole point of Wordle is everybody gets the same word, and it's once a day. If it let you play different words, then everybody would be at a different level, and it would defeat the purpose of the game. So it's one of the things that makes Wordle worth playing, is that there's only one word per day. JP says, yay, teamwork. Gorilla calls me a cheetah. And the Travelers, as you said, California, just a bit ago. California. That's because it ends in an A. Okay, it's some people say A as ER. Schwario says teamwork, pass it on, a message from the Foundation for a Better Life. It's like a union of Wordle players. The union just gave me the answer for today. It works out. I tell you, the Shuttle Pod show, they did a live event this week where they live streamed John Bigsley, the actor who played Dr. Phlox. The actor who played Dr. Phlox on Enterprise, Michelle Hurd, who's Rafi from Star Trek Picard, and some other random woman who hadn't been in any Star Trek shows. She was an actress. And they were doing a live stream about the actors' strike and just talking about it and whatnot, and about how important unions are and what the actors union is trying to get. And Michelle Hurd was talking about how they want to actors residuals to be based on the amount of people watching a streaming show. But they acknowledge that the studios don't want to release the amount of people actually watching the show. So instead of residuals being paid out to the actual number of people watching a show, the Actors Guild or whatever, the Actors Union, suggests they pay people based on Parrot Analytics. Parrot Analytics is a company that tracks social media mentions of shows. And they figure that the more a show is mentioned in social media, that should translate to a more popular show. And they've already got certain people convinced that the higher the social media rating, the better the show. But that means that every time I or any one of you post up something on Twitter that says Star Trek Discovery sucks, or Star Trek Picard sucks, or Star Trek Strange New World sucks, well, guess what? Parent Analytics reads the fact that you tagged Star Trek Discovery, but they don't care what you tagged it with. It doesn't matter to them that you said sucks. It doesn't matter to them that you said is the worst thing ever. It doesn't matter to them that you said should never ever be watched. To them, it's all views. And so if Parent Analytics, God forbid, ever became the deciding factor, then the very fact that you mentioned it, you would literally be giving money to the very people you want to stop. So I feel it's quite important. Listen, I'm all for paying residuals based on the actual number of people watching the show. So if the studios want to go ahead and release the real numbers and pay the actors based on the people actually watching the show, that's fine with me. But if they want to use this bullshit Parent Analytics, that's a problem. That's a big problem. So I do hope that they fight that one out. I hope the studios do not give in. Because if they do, they'd have to really consider, is it even worth it? Is it worth it to fight it online? Because like I am already dealing with apathy now for Star Trek as a whole, but if it goes to Parent Analytics, might come to the point that it's not worth going online to say Discovery sucks anymore, because that literally would just give more money to the Discovery writers and the Discovery actors rather than the older school, the original Star Trek, Berman era Star Trek, and original series Star Trek that I'm actually intending to support financially when I pay for Paramount Plus. I don't want that money to go to Discovery. I want it to go to the old school people. And if they're not making money off it, well, whatever. But let it be known to Paramount. The reason I play for Paramount Plus is so I can watch DS9 reruns, not so I can watch, Star Trek Discovery. Dan Ben Googled that word, and all I got were nothing but Microsoft was Azure results. JP says Union Bird is talking socialism now. Well, don't forget, what's his face? Alicious O'Brien. He was a union man. They fished him out of the Allegheny River, 32 or 34 bullet holes in him, just a week before the strike ended, or after the strike ended. Gorilla says Bird changes A to R, like Minnesotans change T to D. Last on the case is Azure is a shade of blue. The Travelers, as some people say, a sound as I've never heard anyone else do this. Is that a Brooklyn thing? Maybe it's a New York thing. Mamo Price, or I thought it was a Spanish word. Azor. Wait, Azor or what are you talking about, Mom? Right. Okay, we had two different conversations going on. One about the word Azor, and one about New Yorkers changing ER to A, or A to ER. Wordle. Mom probably was surprised Azor was a English word. Yeah, it's Spanish for blue. Why is it in Wordle? I don't know, but it is. The Travelers, as some people say, sound A as ER. I've never heard anyone do this. Is that a Brooklyn thing? That's why I don't. I think it's a New York thing, Traveler. Travelers has never heard of an Azor Lake. No, I've never heard of an Azor Lake. Dan Ben says Azor is a color. LDG says hashtag Project Prometheus return 0. Dan Ben says in Star Trek, the great experiment was the Excelsior. In the real world, it was Discovery and Michael Burnham. In the real world, it was Discovery and Michael Burnham failed. Dan Ben says, last Sunday K, I don't know that. I think I've seen the word used for a lot of different things. Okay, let's hold on 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. We had phone calls. Let's see what's going on in the news today. Government shutdown nears braces, extreme flooding hitting New York City. This is what's going on here. Migrants booted from New York City shelter into pummeling rain. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. The winners and losers of the WGA strike, from Drew Carey to Drew Barrymore. Screen Rant, Star Trek Legacy's new Enterprise will be upgraded. What? I don't want to watch a goddamn video. What? Exclusive, Star Trek Picard production designer Dave Blass says the USS Enterprise G will get upgraded if Star Trek Legacy happens. So, bullshit. A whole bunch of nothing. A whole bunch of nothing. State of emergency declared over flash flooding. The world's oldest shoes. Sandals found in a bat cave are thousands of years old, says study. I can't believe they found anti-trackers or salty trackers' old shoes. Oxford High School shooter sentenced to life without parole. Man charged with murder in Tupac Shakur case. There it is. There it is. Okay. Let's see. Uh-oh. A new Chrome 0 day is sending the internet into a chapter of Groundhog Day. Unfortunate. Man charged with murder in Tupac Shakur case. Okay, you've updated your term. 27 years. Officers said investigation of killing was reinvigorated in 2018 after a self-described gang member, Dwayne Keith Davis, admitted to multiple media outlets that he was involved. More than 25 years after the killing of Tupac Shakur became a defining tragedy in hip-hop, a self-described gang member who has repeatedly proclaimed that he participated in a drive-by shooting was indicted on a murder charge, Las Vegas prosecutors said on Friday, reviving a blockbuster investigation that had long stalled. The man, Dwayne Keith Davis, said in interviews and a memoir, that he was the front passenger in the seat of the white Cadillac that pulled up near the vehicle holding Mr. Shakur after a 1996 prize fight between Mike Tyson and Bruce Sheldon in Las Vegas. The 25-year-old rapper was shot 4 times and died in a hospital less than a week later. A grand jury in Clark County indicted Mr. Davis on 1 count of murder with use of a deadly weapon, plus a gang enhancement, a prosecutor said on Friday. Mr. Davis, whose arrest was earlier reported, is in custody without bail. Despite plentiful speculation, evidence, and reporting across nearly 3 decades, no charges had ever been filed in the shooting of Mr. Shakur, who was one of the most popular artists of the 1990s. Wow. Talk of the case was revived in July when Las Vegas police executed a search warrant at a home of Henderson, Nevada, connected to Mr. Davis. Who's to think that the person involved was actually a local to Las Vegas? Huh. It was not immediately clear whether he has a lawyer. Okay. Grand Theft Auto 6 Unreal trailer takes players to Vice City, Liberty City, and San Andreas. Star Trek finally answers one of Star Trek Deep Space Nine's lingering Dominion War questions. I don't believe that. Star Trek movie reboot reportedly a top priority for Paramount after strike ends. I doubt that. What's this? The Battle of Beta Z was one of the most important incidents. No, okay. Bullshit. I'm not even going to give him, not even going to give him a chance to mess up my day. Not even give him a chance to mess up my day. Let's just go to Dear Bop. We have one Dear Bop. Dear Bop, have you seen any of the Saw movies? Are you interested in Saw X? No, Schwario. I don't think I might have seen the first Saw movie. If I did, it was with college friends, and only because they wanted to watch it. I have zero interest in horror movies, zero interest in the genre, and zero interest in the Saw franchise. I had no idea they were even up to Saw 10. I thought there was 3 or 4. So not really for me, but thank you for asking. So what do we got? Richie Poole says, Dear Bop. We got there. Ms. Lundell says, Azor, bright blue in color with a cloudless sky, white beaches surrounded by Azor seed. Dan Ben, no, I saw the video about Legacy and I didn't send anything because it's nothing. Thank you. There are other Star Trek articles, but they're not coming up. JP's says, I call bullshit on this, and this guy is just trying to get some street cred to be remembered. Yeah, probably. Hakeem says, are you a Tupac or Big E fan? Yeah, neither. Dan Ben says, I got an advert for a Saw movie earlier. Dan Ben agrees with me on horror films. And last on the case is Saw X. Meh. Yeah. Anyway. I'm sorry for a relatively short stream today, guys. Like I said, it's been very crazy busy here. And it looks like it's going to continue to be. I got to deal with some stuff going on. So thank you all for coming and hanging out. I apologize, but I appreciate it. Again, another happy birthday to Bill. Happy birthday, JediBill. I wish you the best today. Guys, please try to check out Bill's birthday stream. I believe he's having one later today. So certainly drop by, wish him a happy birthday. We all love JediBill. But thank you all. I've got to go. Kapla, all, and Bird out.